Before coming to Elevate, I was lost, broken, and confused. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I figured I was going to die a drug addict or on methadone. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 14. I wanted to party and not follow the rules, and I kept that mentality through my whole teenage years. I eventually graduated into dealing drugs and setting out to try every drug there was. By the time I was 16, I was a full-blown heroin addict that would do anything to get the next high. Growing up, I had dreams of being successful and making it in life. By the time I got into my lowest part of my addiction, I had accepted that I would never be anything but a useless drug addict, no matter what anyone told me. Waking up in the mornings, I would often say how much I hated who I'd become. I thought I was just harming myself, but it was because it's my body, right? But it wasn't until I tried to get sober off heroin the first time that I realized I was harming others around me. Like my mom, who I kept up at night worrying if she was going to get a call that I had killed myself. The first couple months, I felt great and even said I could stay on it forever. Then shortly after that, I realized I was dead wrong and got caught in a trap that I didn't think I could escape. My sister and husband, the ones I was living with, told me over and over again that I needed to go to rehab. And I told them I couldn't even get sober off heroin. I definitely couldn't get sober off methadone. And just went on with my life. I thought I was doing good after a while. I had a job, had a car, an apartment, paid all my bills on time. And I finally come to realize that I needed to cut the methadone out if I actually wanted to be happy and not numb from the neck down. A couple months went by and I finally lost my job due to lashing out and having a short temper still on opiates. I just laid in my bed for a week, the most depressed I'd ever been. I reached out to my sister and told her I needed to go to rehab and I was done with methadone. She said we don't have many options, but we can see what we can do. I decided to take matters into my own hands and stop going to the methadone clinic and buy as much heroin as I could to try and get off the methadone. But that didn't work either. I smoked as much heroin as I could and I still felt like crap and depressed. I was literally about to drive to the Golden Gate Bridge and jump off. And just before I was able to do that, my sister texted me and said that she found a place called Elevate and called my grandma and told her how bad I was. I arrived not knowing what to expect. I didn't even know they had a curriculum or if I was going to get detox meds. I was in so much pain the first 2 days, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was so confused why everyone was so happy. We were in a cabin in the woods detoxing off drugs and alcohol at rehab. But then before I knew it, I was just as positive as all of them and talking to everyone. I spent 19 days up there and it was well needed. I would have for sure relapsed if I just did 30. It took me 90 days to detox. I finally got down to the program and made some really good friends and started working on myself. At first, the 90 days sounded so long, but focusing on what I needed to do and giving it 100% effort and having a good time with clients and staff, it flew by. The best thing I liked about this place was it's not just about getting sober. It's about working on yourself and changing your behaviors that led you to be in addiction in the first place. After putting in a tremendous amount of work and trusting in the process and all the staff here, I'm proud to say I'm a changed man and 4 months sober today. I want to thank my family for always supporting me even through the hard times, my grandparents for getting me to this amazing place, my mom, sister, and aunt for being here today, all the staff for believing me when I didn't believe in myself, all the clients for being amazing friends and bunkies, and Elevate as a whole for helping me get my life back and the opportunity to work here. I will forever be grateful for this place, and it will have a special place in my heart.
We believe that you should empower the individual and that we need to show them what went wrong and then give them their power back so that they can tackle addiction as an issue and overcome that.
With your program, how successful are you?
And so we track them all the way through the program and then after the program. And last year we ranked #1 in the entire nation based off of success and overall results.
So if people wanted to get more information, where do they go?
ElevateRehab.org.